Hello, I'm going to take you through the new Blackmagic Design Cinema Camera. So let's start with some key features around the camera. First thing, this camera has been designed with a 2.5K sensor. So that gives us 2.5K of resolution. It has 13 stops of dynamic range. So that means I have a very big range between my highlights and my shadows. So I get lots of detail in the image. The camera's been designed as a film-orientated camera, so it gives us a lot of information that we can use in the post-production workspace. I'm sure many of you know Blackmagic Design for our post-production products, and this camera has been designed with post-production in mind. It overcomes many of the limitations that exist in camera technology today because it records to post-production codecs. So there's 3 options on recording. First one is CinemaDNG, which is a RAW format. So this camera will take 2.5K of resolution and record that to the RAW, which you can have access to. The second format is ProRes. So it gives you a native file format for use within an Apple environment or with Final Cut Pro 10, and also records DNxHD. So no matter what you might need, whether it be a RAW file for high quality special effects or for color grading, whether you have a workflow based around Final Cut Pro, or whether it's based around any Avid-based products, you can natively record those formats on the Blackmagic Cinema Camera, which is fantastic because you don't have to go through any transcoding or quality loss through the entire post-production process. The other great thing about the camera is that it uses standard SSD disks to record onto. So it means I don't need to buy proprietary storage media to record my material. I can go to my local computer shop and buy a standard SSD, which I put into the camera here. And this will then record any of the files that I've decided to create. So, just to recap on the key features, it's a 2.5K camera that captures 13 stops of dynamic range and records to open standard format. So that's CinemaDNG for RAW, that's ProRes, and that's DNxHD, and it records it onto an SSD disk. The camera has 2 options for lens connectivity. We have here at the moment a beautiful Zeiss Compact Prime, and this is connected using a Canon EF mount. So if you have any Canon lenses, either EF or EFS, you can use them on this camera. We've also launched a new version of the camera at the show this week, which has a micro 4/3 mount. So if you wanted to use micro 4/3 lenses or use any adapters, perhaps for Nikon or C mount, or maybe for PL mount lenses, there's a new version of the camera which is coming in December, which will give you a micro 4/3 connection, which makes it very easy to use lenses that might not be made by Canon. So you get a lot of flexibility with high quality optics, and that in combination with the sensor technology, with the high resolution, the high dynamic range, and recording into a codec that you can use easily in a post-production space, means you have a fantastic camera that gives you the quality that you need to produce that beautiful cinematic film-looking image. Now on top of that, the camera comes included with a copy of DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is the world's #1 color correction program. So to get that beautiful finished cinematic look, you have with the camera everything that you need. You have beautiful camera, beautiful looking images, and the world's #1 color correction software. It's an entire solution for making fantastic looking pictures. The camera is available now, it's shipping already, and it's priced at €2,495. Thank you very much.